Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 9 is here. Week 8 is in the books. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. This week, I'm going to bring you some scary picks. I mean, they're not going to be for the faint of heart. For those who just want to skip through the whole video, go straight to the fast recap at the end, be my guest. But I'm going to let you know right now, it's going to be a little wacky. So the trade deadline just ended. Today is Tuesday. I'll go over some of the highlights of that. But last week, let's go bring up the scores. I went, again, 2-2 on my video picks. The first two cash, I think this is like the second or third week in a row. I hit my first and second. Didn't hit my second or my third and fourth. And 2-1 in my unders and overs over there on Twitter. The Elon Musk bill. Anyway, so overall, with all my picks and everything involved, I went 11-7. Not too bad. 69%. So if you bet every single pick I had last week, you're doing pretty good. Let's see. And I won my first teaser of the year. So I'm 1-7. Yeah, good for me. Going over the Yahoo picks, let's take the Moon's money. I got that right. He's in first place still. Been leading it most of the year by 1 point. Geo Knows is 589, leading by 1 point at 58%. Rocking it. Number 2, Deja Vu. He's 1 point behind at 588 at 55%. Number 3, Rostradamus, 548, 54%. Red Hot Lady, 25, 517, 49%. Crazy Things 6, my stepson, who gets very lucky at these things. He's at 502, 51% winning percentage. Ezra, 501, 51%. Winning percent. So me, I'm in 9th place as far as it seems like I lose my 13, 12, and 10, you know, but I get the rest of them right, all the low numbers. I'm at 53% winning prediction on all the games, but only have 480 points. So this top 6 goes by as far as points for confidence points, you know. So if it went through winning percentage, I'd be 4th. So there's that. So I got to learn to put my numbers just a little bit better. So like I said, the buys this week are Cleveland, Dallas, Denver, the Giants, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco. Like I said, you want to jump to the end and say, laugh at me, please leave a comment below on how bad my picks are going to be this week. So that being said, let's get on with the show. My 4th pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Houston Texans. Houston Texans are a 14-point home dog. Philadelphia is 5-2 ATS and is 7-0. The only undefeated team left in the NFL. Philadelphia leads the series all time, 5-0 and 2-0 in Houston. The last two wins they have won in Houston have been by 10 points and by 14 points. So you're going to take the high end of the spectrum if you are taking the 14 points. Philadelphia is 1-2 away as a favorite. So they were 33% chance of covering. But then again, you got Houston at 1-2 as a home dog at 33%. Philadelphia is the number 1 public bet. Like I said, this is a Thursday night game. And the number 1 public bet last week, I went with the public. It was Tennessee, the win. I went with that. This week, I'm going betting against the public. So I'm thinking do up, do down, as Philadelphia won last week and Houston lost last week. So give me the Houston Texans as a home dog, plus 14. My 3rd pick of the week, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. The Seattle Seahawks are a 2-point road dog. Seattle 5-3, Arizona 3-5. Seattle's leading this division, and Arizona's at the bottom of the division. And somehow the leader's getting points. The last 9 matches in Seattle is 7-1-1, and those 1 loss and 1 tie went into overtime, sudden death. But Seattle's won 7 of those 9 outright. Seattle's 5-3 ATS. Arizona's 4-4 ATS. A little bit of a difference, not too much. So give me Seattle plus those 2 points. My number 2 pick of the week, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling New York Jets. The New York Jets are a 13-point home dog. Buffalo on a win, Jets on a loss. You got do up, do down. The New York Jets are 0-4 at home versus Buffalo in the last 4 meetings, last 4 years. Last year, Buffalo did wipe the floor with them at 45-17. Buffalo is first in passing and first in yards per game. But on the other side of the ball, we got the Jets, who are 5th in defense versus the pass and 4th in interceptions at 9. I think it's a home game. The Jets will be on a bye the following week. Want to go on a good note, so give me the New York Jets plus 13. And my number 1 pick of the week, we got the LA Chargers traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are a 3-point home dog. Atlanta Falcons 6-2 ATS. The Atlanta Falcons are leading the division by a game. The Chargers will be flying from the West Coast to the East Coast, back to the West Coast on back-to-back games. A lot of flying, a lot of non-practicing as Atlanta staying home. Atlanta home dog. The Chargers are off a bye, but give me the do up, do down, and give me the home team plus the points. So give me Atlanta plus 3. All right, that's the picks for the week. Let me run down the teams I'm putting for my what I call pool picks. And we got the Sunday night afternoon games. We got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the New England Patriots. New England Patriots are 5.5-point home favorite. Patriots 4-4. Indianapolis 3-4-1. Indianapolis 0-7 in New England. Last 6 games, New England won, but we're by 7 or more, so that would cover the spread in the last. If they were the same team, but obviously they're not. But historically, New England gets to go on a bye on week 10, so they probably want to go out on a good note before the bye. So give me the New England Patriots minus 5.5. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are a 3-point home dog. Green Bay 3-5, Detroit 1-6. Packers on the back-to-back road games. Green Bay 3-5 ATS, Detroit 3-4 ATS. Green Bay's on a 4-game losing streak. Detroit's on a 5-game losing streak. This is a dumpster fire of a game. Lions just traded off TJ Hawkinson to Minnesota. But as a home dog, Detroit usually puts up a lot of points at home. Green Bay's showing me they can only score, maybe 17 points a game, somewhere around that area. So give me the Detroit Lions plus 3 points. Next, we got the Minnesota Vikings traveling to the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are a 3.5-point home dog. This game I went back and forth on. Minnesota's on top of the NFC North by 3 games. They might just say, hey, this Washington's not a good team. We're ahead by 3 games. The Minnesota Vikings just acquired TJ Hawkinson from Detroit. Philly's on deck with the Washington Commanders. So, they might not even be playing this. This is pretty much a non-divisional game. Minnesota is 1-0 ATS as a road favorite, and Kirk Cousins is 1-0 against Washington, their old team. And they did win 19-9. So, based off that, I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings minus 3.5. Next, we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals are a 7-point home favorite. Carolina, that's probably the game of the week. For me, the Carolina at Atlanta game, that was top notch. I told you about PJ Walker, how great he's going to be. I think he's an awesome quarterback. He might get a starting position somewhere, I think, next year. Maybe even Carolina will keep him, but they got so many quarterbacks. I don't know. Carolina on back-to-back road games. Both teams off a loss. Cincinnati 2-1 in the conference and 2-1 as a home favorite. Carolina is 0-1 in the conference and 1-1 as a road dog. Cincinnati got blown out by the Cleveland Browns. Like I said last week, it's going to happen. I had Cleveland Browns on the money line and against the spread. Cincinnati on a bye in week 10, so they probably want to go out on a positive note. Like I said, I like PJ Walker. Last week he did 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 297 yards. So, hey, I like Cincinnati to win, but I like Carolina to cover. So give me Carolina plus 7. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Jacksonville Jaguars. The Las Vegas Raiders are a 1.5 point road favorite. This is another dumpster fire game. Last shutout of Las Vegas Raiders happened in 2014 when they were 1-11. They got beat 52-0 versus the Rams. And then the following week, they played San Francisco, who was a 7-5 team, and beat them outright as a dog. So that tells you what kind of inspiration usually dogs do after they got shut down. So usually a team gets, except for if your name's Detroit Lions, which happened this year. Jacksonville's 2-6 ATS. They did just trade for Calvin Ridley from as a wide receiver from the Atlanta Falcons on the deadline, but I think he's still suspended. The Las Vegas Raiders head coach, Josh McDaniels, he's 13-22 as a head coach, 37%. But then when you look at the other side of the ball, you got Doug Peterson winning percentage as a Jacksonville Jaguars at 25%. So nothing looking good. For me, I'm going to take the inspiration of a shutout that inspire the Las Vegas Raiders. So give me the Las Vegas Raiders -1.5. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins traveling to Chicago Bears. The Miami Dolphins are a 5-point road favorite. Miami on back-to-back road games. They travel from Detroit to Chicago. 5-3. Chicago's 3-5. Both these two teams made some interesting trades. The Miami Dolphins traded for Jeff Wilson from San Francisco and Bradley Chubb from Denver. So that help out their defense and their run game. They need help with both of those. Chicago Bears traded for Chase Claypool from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Help with their passing game. So yeah, they need help there. As the Miami's the #1 passing yard team and 26th in rushing. So that's why they need that running back. Chicago's just the opposite. They're 31st in passing yards and #1 in rushing yards. Miami's only played in Chicago only 5 times and won 4. So give me the better quarterback and the passing offense of Miami Dolphins -5 points. Next, we got the Los Angeles Rams traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a 3-point home favorite. Los Angeles Rams 3-4. Tampa Bay 3-5. Tampa Bay's on a long week, more time to prepare. Both teams are on a loss. The Rams are 2-5 ATS, and Tampa Bay is 2-6 ATS. And another dumpster fire game. Rams are 31st in rushing yards. Tampa Bay is 32nd in rushing yards. Yeah. Rams are 11th in passing. Tampa Bay's 6th in passing. But neither teams are scoring like anything more than 12, 15 points. It's unbelievable. Tampa Bay's 3rd game losing streak. Tampa Bay has a 3-game losing streak and they're favored by 3. So yeah. Not for me. Give me the Los Angeles Rams plus those 3 points. Next, we got the Sunday night game. We got the Tennessee Titans traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are a 12.5 point home favorite. Yeah, this one here, it's going to be a toss-up for me. Tennessee 5-2. They're on back-to-back road games. Kansas City's just off a bye and a win as well. Tennessee's 5-2 ATS and up 2 games in their division. Ryan Tannehill's ankle is questionable. I'm basically going, if Ryan Tannehill plays, I'm taking Tennessee. If he doesn't play, I'm probably taking Kansas City. You'll see a big fluctuation of the spread. Last 2 games against the Chiefs, Tannehill did play. He won both of them. Tennessee won 35-32 in 2019 and 27-3 in Tennessee in 2021. So if Ryan Tannehill does play, I'm taking the Tennessee Titans. And last but not least, we got the Monday night game. We got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are a 3-point home dog. Yeah, I love those home dogs this week. I don't know about you. The Baltimore on a long week. Both teams are off a win. Baltimore's on back-to-back road games. New Orleans 9th in passing, 8th in rushing, 5th in total yards per game. Yeah, they got a little bit of everything. You don't know what they're going to do. It's hard to predict what the Saints are going to do. Baltimore, they're going to run. They're 2nd in rush yards, but Baltimore's only 26th in passing. So, yeah, give me the home dog. I will take the New Orleans Saints +3. All right, I hope that's the rundown. I hope you enjoyed my statistics. Not crying. My kids laughing at me, saying there's no way in heck those are gonna happen. But I'd love to hear your comments, and I'll argue against them. So I'll give you as a 3-team teaser. I finally hit last week. Again, I'm going Atlanta +10, Seattle +9, and then New Orleans +10 on that. Another 3-team teaser. Hopefully make it 2 in a row. Like I said, here's my recap of all my games. Just look at them. You can just pause the video right here. I'm not going to go over every single one again. And that covers week 9. I will see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. And I will see you for week 10. Peace.